What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Nevin the Barber, and in today's haircut tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys a mid bald fade with no C-cups. So to get right into today's tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and use my Stylecraft Metal Instinct trimmers to set in my first initial guideline. And like I said, since this haircut is not going to have any C-cups, I'm going to go ahead and start off this first guideline at the top of my client's point of reference, also known as the top of the C-cup. I'm going to be sure to bring this guideline straight across my client's occipital bone. And the reason I'm doing this is because it's just a regular mid-bald fade. If I were to have done a low fade or a drop fade, I would have been sure to drop this guideline underneath my client's occipital bone on the back of his head. But like I said, since this is a regular basic mid fade, I'm going to go ahead and keep this first guideline nice and straight. So now that I have that first guideline set, I'm now going to be using no guard with the lever all the way open on my Stylecraft Metal Instinct clippers. And I'm going to bring this guideline up, going up about 1 inch right above my previous section, as you guys can see. And then I'm going to go ahead and put on the 1.5 guard with the lever all the way closed, creating another 1 inch guideline right above my previous section. And now I'm going to do some clipper over comb to blend up into the parietal ridge bone, up into the crown area, as you guys can see. And with me doing clipper over comb, this is basically saving me from using the number 4, the number 3, and the number 2 guard. So this is just a nice simple hack to save you some time and to get a nice clean transition up into that parietal ridge bone. So essentially all I'm really doing here with my fading system is I'm putting my guidelines going up, and then I'm going to come back down and erase each guideline to get a nice clean seamless blend. So now that I have that step complete, I'm going to go ahead and use the half guard with the lever all the way open. And I'm going to begin attacking that middle guideline, blending the 0.5 up into the 1.5. And I'm really just using the corner of my blade here. And I'm just going to gradually shorten my cutting stroke as I close the lever. And always be sure to shorten your cutting stroke every time you guys are closing the lever. Only because every time you close the lever, the hair is going to be getting cut at a little bit more of a shorter length. So just keep that in mind, especially if you're a beginner. The more you have your lever closed, the shorter the hair is going to be getting cut. And just be patient with it. Some of your clients' hair texture may be thicker, or some other clients may have denser hair, which blends out a lot easier. But in this case, as you guys can see, my client does have some pretty thick hair. So you want to be sure to go over the hair follicle multiple times. That way you can get a nice smooth transition between each guide. And just be patient with it. Like I said, patience and consistency is key with each cutting stroke that you guys are doing. And if you guys are new to my channel, feel free to drop a comment letting me know any type of haircut tutorials you all want to see. I do drop weekly barber tutorials for you guys. And I am on the road to 300,000 subscribers. So thank you to each and every one of my subs who does tune into my videos. I really do appreciate you guys, and I do appreciate all the feedback that you guys leave me. But like I said, if you all are new to my channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button and drop a comment letting me know what you all want to see next. And finally, with no guard lever all the way closed, I'm going to begin attacking that last guideline, blending the 00 up into the 0.5. And this is probably the most important part of the fade right here, because this is really what's going to bring your fade to life and give it that nice blurry look. And this is the only time I start with the lever all the way closed, and I'll gradually open my lever as needed, while also opening my cutting stroke. And what I mean by that is every time I open the lever, I'm just gradually going to go a tad bit higher throughout the fade. That way I can get a nice smooth transition. And like I said, just be patient with it. The guidelines may not come out right away, especially if you're a beginner and getting the hang of how the clipper works. And I would highly recommend using a zero gapped clipper when doing this step right here, only because if your clippers are not zero gapped, you are going to have to come back with your trimmers just to flick out that last guideline. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, if you guys are beginners and are just getting into the industry, just know that you're not going to master your skill set overnight. But you guys can see how each step throughout this haircut really does serve its own purpose. And that's another thing that I really like about this fading system that I've created here. You won't find yourself struggling throughout the haircut, pushing up your fade too high. But at the end of the day, there's really no right or wrong way to cut hair. I know some barbers that like to blend from the skin going up into the bulk. I know other barbers that like to blend starting from the bulk going down into the skin. But in my case, you guys can see I started from the skin, putting my guidelines going up, and then I come back down to erase each guideline. So like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory after you get the hang of it. And I've been cutting hair for 12 years now, and I can honestly say that this is the most efficient and fastest method that I've tried. So if y'all haven't tried it out, feel free to try it out and let me know how it works for you guys in the comments. And one more time right here with my half guard, I'm just polishing up my blend, flicking out any last dark areas that I saw going up into the parietal ridge bone. And that's another thing too, once you guys start learning how to blend the haircuts according to your client's head shape, it really changes the game for you guys. So like I said, if you're doing a mid fade or a high fade, you want to be sure to keep that blend right at the occipital bone and the parietal ridge bone on the side and the back of your client's head. However, if you're doing a drop fade or a taper fade, you want to be sure to keep that blend beneath the occipital bone on the back. That way it'll fit your client's head shape. But just keep those things in mind. Like I said, it's really all of the small details that's going to bring your haircut to life at the end of the day. And one more time here with my trimmers, just flicking out that stubble after going over with the foil shaver. And now I'm going to go ahead and use my straight edge Turkish razor to clean up my client's hairline. And every time I do razor work, I like to use my razor blade going up against the grain of my client's hair. And all that really means is I'm bringing the razor blade up against the direction that the hair is growing out of the scalp. And now I'm just lining up my client's beard using my trimmers, as you guys can see. And I'm just tapping it right at that natural hairline, keeping it as natural as I possibly can. The more natural you guys keep the lining, the longer the haircut will last. And not only that, nobody likes a pushed back hairline. So just keep that in mind whenever you guys are doing the edge up and the beard lineup. And one more time here with my Turkish razor, going over my client's beard line, ensuring that I can get the sharpest cut possible. And whenever you guys are using the razor, always be sure to stretch the skin in the opposite direction that you're bringing the razor blade in. This just creates for a more smoother transition and a smoother shave. And if you guys have learned anything in this tutorial so far, please be sure to hit that like button. Like I said, I do appreciate any feedback that I get from you guys. And to finish up this haircut today, I'm just gonna go ahead and trim up the crown area on my client, taking about ½ an inch off. Nothing too crazy. And now that I have the trim complete on top, I'm gonna go ahead and do some shears over comb with my NevinTheBarber shears. But it's really all of these small details, like I said, that's gonna bring your haircut to life. Not only will your client appreciate it, but this will increase your chances of retainment as well. And one more time, using my shears to do some point cutting right here. This is really a game changer to make your haircuts look photoshopped. But that is about it for today's haircut tutorial. Once again, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and drop a comment letting me know what you guys want to see next. But it's been your boy Nevin the Barber, and I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next one.